everybody. Well, today is the 30th of April 2018, and those, people who know me quite well, family and friends and so on, I know that I have had quadruple bypass, and I was I went through rehab for my heart. Everything's fine, and I had to take this medication. Then I was sent, or a number of other people would have been sent, a very hard-hitting and amazing brief documentary actually about these heart medications and cholesterol and all this sort of thing, and doctors actually with many years of experience have revealed these things are not only useless, but they could be dangerous or damaging to you. And people who have this particular cholesterol, I'm not right up into this, but may actually live longer. And if you wanted to reduce your cholesterol, you could take a handful of walnuts every day, or a glass of red wine if that's your style and what you want to do. But look online about natural ways to look after your heart and to have good balanced diet. And I'm not here to, shall we say, preach on all that, but I'm going to tell you right now what this stuff is, and I am going to get rid of it right here and now. Literally got a bin right here, and I am just going to get this stuff, and I'm going to tell you what it is, and I'm just going to throw it away. And I'm describing this as dumping big pharma. Now they're out there they're making billions, and it might even be trillions of dollars out of all the multiple millions of people who are prescribed this. And I'm not saying my doctor or most doctors are not guilty of being a part of it in the sense of formulating this fraud and these lies, but they're willingly following along, and they might get some benefits, I don't know. Now this is thing aspirin. It's only aspirin, 100 milligrams once a day. Put that in the bin. Atorvastatin, it's some sort of stuff to reduce your cholesterol, I think, or whatever. Chuck that in the bin as well. And there's things there, perindopril. I don't know. I don't even know what half of this stuff does to you, but anyway. And it says, do not take potassium. So there you go. 1 tablet daily. Do not take potassium. So there you go. That's another one in the bin. Now what has got to be understood, do some research into this by all means. Because we're, as I said, talking in the billions of dollars being made out of this, and huge studies have found this to be completely unnecessary and so on. Now look, I raised this with a friend who was now retired as an eye specialist. I said, well, Peter, what should I do? I mean, my doctor says, oh yes, you could go off that, and then you go up from 30% risk of heart attack to 50%. What do you want? Well, that was many months ago, and I thought, oh gee, I'll stay on the medication. But this document, I should say doco, which I'll attempt to find and put a link on for anyone to look at that. Says, it's like to frighten you into continuing. And I asked this friend of mine, he said, I'm on it too, and it protects the heart and all this sort of thing. And well, I got to tell you that I have now, as you can see, ceremoniously dumped all of this medication, and I hope and pray that I've done the right thing, that it's like a reasonable diet. And after I have my hernia repaired, which is later in May, that I get back onto my regular exercising, walks 4 days a week and so forth, and as I said, a reasonable diet. And hey, you can still have a little bit of the stuff you might like, a little bit of so-called junk food. You can have a bit of that. But if you have 90% of your diet is what you could call healthy food, whether fruit, vegetables, low fat meat and so on, that's fine. So research it by all means, and look, I just thought I'd put my 2 cents worth out there on this subject, and I just hope that somebody might get some benefit out of considering this issue. So thank you for viewing.